ladies and gentlemen, to race number 26 of 26 for the regular season. We're here at Westgate Speedpark. Oh man, final race before the chase. We finally gonna be able to get it done. Finally figured out why I was getting all the little graphical issues here and there throughout the season. Because I had this checked on. So, I'm going to go ahead and get going here. Qualifying's just about over. Looks like Austin Spencer will be going to be on the pole, which is good for him considering the fact that he is one of the 3 drivers battling for the last 2 spots. Of course, I say 3 drivers. There's really like 9 going for the last 3 spots. Or last 4 spots, rather. Hunter Kiro and John Mullen are already in good standing, so to speak, and they are starting 10th and 25th, respectively. Pretty much the only way they can fall out of the chase is a worst case scenario. They finish within the last 3 spots, and everyone behind them immediately in points basically finishes in the top 5. And it's like that for both of them. Austin Spencer just needs to finish in the top 30 if Craigo wins in order to stay in the chase.
Drivers, to your cars.
Otherwise, Paul would need to finish at least 30 spots ahead of Austin in order to retain his spot in the chase should Craigo win. Or finish within 28 spots of Craigo should Craigo not win. And considering Paul is starting... Ooh, where is Paul starting? Ooh, Paul is starting 34th while Craigo is in 15th. So that's going to be interesting there. And like I said, Craigo has to finish 29 or more spots ahead of Paul. So basically, Paul has to finish outside the top 30. Should Craigo not win, or Craigo can just win. This is a short track, by the way. Just over 8.5 tenths of a mile. Live streaming this as well, in addition to recording it. So, haha. Oh, what else? Oh yeah, the drivers that basically need to win are Zimmerman, Dalton, Kaiser, Boston. There was one more. Who else was it? I know they're in here somewhere. It was... It was somebody. I don't remember who. Alright. But looking through the list here still. Yeah, I don't remember who it was, but I know it was somebody. I know there's 5 drivers who need to win in order to move on to the chase. Anyways, Spencer, Steelman, Cousins, Carpenter, Dalton, Bledsoe, Vaughn, Corbett, Merzlak, Hero, Lionheart, McWhorter, Riles, Kiro, and Craigo. The top 15 starting spots. Just because I'm live streaming this, and this is the final race for the chase, doesn't mean I'm not going to still list the top 15. Of course, I believe 7 driver, no, that would be wrong. 8 drivers locked themselves in via having multiple wins or just being well up there in points. Of course, Carpenter and Ravenhurst being the 2 biggest names up there with 4 and 3 wins respectively. Merzlak, Eugene the Max with his win last week at well, technically, yeah, because Mid-Ohio released a week ago. Riles as well, all with 2 wins. So, there's that. They all locked themselves in. Alan Bledsoe, Cody Lamas, and Zen Langton all locked themselves in with one win based on points. So, alright then. I think that covers everything. Alright. Let's get started for the final race before the chase. Finally getting this shit done. No co-commentator this week, as probably already guessed. Wasn't able to find anybody, and by find anybody I mean nobody was able to do it. So alright, so as they pull off down, oh my god, what the fuck is going on? I thought I got rid of all the graphical issues. And again, it might just because they're on. So, oh no, that's something else going on. Bear with us, folks. Alright. Off of turn 4. And into the restart zone. Green flag is out. We are underway as Spencer gets the jump. Through turns 1 and 2 for the first time. What the fuck? Hold on. Was there something I accidentally turned on here? Shouldn't have been. We'll quality though. Alright. I thought I heard some wrecking, but I don't think there was any. Oh hey, what do you know? Alright, anyways. They race side by side. Already completing lap number 2. Cousins now taking second, but here comes Stillman trying to look to the inside. Jesse Dalton, he's in a must-win situation. He's fighting to try and get into the lead here. Ryan Vaughn side by side with Chase Carpenter now. Carpenter with 4 wins, of course, as I said. Merzlak and Alan Bledsoe siding 5x5, yes. As Carpenter blocks Steelman going through, entering turn 3. Spencer's starting to pull away a little bit as the field begins to string out. Crago's worked his way up to 14th. Paul Bledsoe, meanwhile, one of the other drivers we're looking for, has fallen all the way back to 36th. So 22 spots behind Crago right now. That is not going to bode well for him. Austin Spencer looks to take his second win of the season. He won back at Sonoma. Race 10, if I recall correctly. Started second in that race, actually. Steelman's right on his tail. Cousins with a good run so far. We're working lap 7 of 160 now. Steelman looking low. Now here comes Dalton to the inside of Cousins for 3rd. Cousins gets a run on the high side though. Dalton can't quite get it to stick on the inside as well. And Dalton falls back in line into 4th. This field beginning to string out now. Legacy side by side with Michaels, turn 2. Looking to possibly make it 3 wide going into turn 3. Thinks better of it. Still side by side with Michaels. Field works. Turns 1 and 2 for the 9th time today now. Down the back straightaway, past the Sunoco overtime line. Because, yes, we do have a Sunoco overtime line at this track that I added in, mostly as a joke. Because this track was built back when there was still an overtime line rule in NASCAR. Mark Boston trying to get to Lana Keshiel in 31. Can't quite get there. John Mullen right behind him. John, of course, we mentioned earlier, effectively locked in, assuming he doesn't have finishing last and everyone behind him in points finishes, you know, in the top 3 or whatever. This is still a fairly new track. These guys trying to get used to this facility. This field really getting spread out now. Paul Bledsoe still in 36th. I was about to say still falling back, but no, he's still in 36th. Kaiser running in dead last, not where they need to be right now. Lionheart trying to make up a spot, can't quite get it to stick on the inside. It's Crago and McWhorter battle for 13th. McWhorter gets the run on the high side though. Able to get back in front of Crago. McWhorter now trying to get to the 97 of Riles. Riles, as we mentioned, already locked into the chase by virtue of having multiple wins. Of course, everyone who has a win is within the top 25, so no worries there for anybody. Spencer continues to lead as we're almost already to the 1/10 mark of this event. Crago once again trying to get around the quarter. He succeeds this time around. Will take 13th from the 84 through 1 and 2. That's another spot to Crago's advantage. Paul Bledsoe not having the great run he needs to stay in the title hunt for this season. Boston and Keshiel side by side now. Keshiel gets the run. Here comes Mullen now on the high side of Boston going through turn 1. Ooh, Boston slides up, almost gets into Mullen and Keshiel. Down the back straightaway now. Boston side by side with Keshiel. Mullen chops off the nose of the 47 there. Once again, Keshiel gets the run. Mullen gonna try the high side. Boston doesn't slide up this time though. Mullen, however, slides it out of the corner. It's gonna get side by side with Ravenhurst. They're all over the place at this track. Boston might get the run. No, Keshiel's gonna get the run. Ravenhurst right on the tail end of the 56. Boston just about slid up into Keshiel again. As back up towards the front, they're racing hard. Corbett with a surprising top 10 run so far in this race. As Stillman right to the back bumper of Spencer. Stillman looking for his first career win in this race. Or, well, the series, I should say. But Spencer also looking for his second career win as Dalton and Cousins side by side for third. Dalton's going to try and clear. Cousins can't quite do it. At the line, Cousins will just barely edge the 9 of Dalton. Through 1 and 2, Dalton will take the spot. Leinhardt and Merzlak still battling for the 8th position. As Langton now going to try and get around Lamas, can't quite do it. Lamas gets the run. Boston and Keshiel still battling side by side. That may be holding up the back half of the pack. Just a smidge. Bledsoe still in 36. Not the run he needs. I keep repeating myself for some reason. Kaiser's gone around Gorman though, so there's some good news for the 83 team. Dalton now trying to get up to the 51 Steelman now as they enter turn 3 for the 26th time today. As my phone's telling me I have a low battery on it. Steelman now trying to make the pass on Allen Bledsoe. Bledsoe fighting hard on the outside lane. But Merzlak looks to clear. Can't quite get the run off the corner. Bledsoe gets the run. Edges Merzlak at the line. Through turn 1. Bledsoe way out of the groove. That's going to allow Merzlak to get back to the inside. And clear entering turn 3. Top 4 or 5 drivers, maybe 6 if you want to throw in Carpenter in there. Still nose to tail as we're almost done with lap 30. Now Leinhardt side by side with Bledsoe. Bledsoe tucks in behind the 7. That's going to allow him to get side by side with 3 in turn 3 and get the run to keep the 8th position as well. Craigo hasn't been able to catch Riles for 12th yet. So there's some good news on the part of Paul Bledsoe as Mark Boston has finally gone around of and has pulled away from Alana Keshiel. As the field is about a quarter lap away from going a lap down now. Dalton's still working on the back bumper of Steelman. Twan trying to find a way around that 51 car. Steelman also trying to get to the back bumper of Spencer. Find a way around the 25. Merzlak trying to get around Carpenter. Not a very easy task. Carpenter's pretty much been the points leader for the last, I want to say, 8 races now. And has had an incredible run in string of top 10s and top 5s. And one of the best average finishes of any driver this season. So it's no surprise he's up here in 6th and fending off Merzlak. Already passed the 1/5 mark in this event. As Gorman now is going to try to get back around Kaiser for 39. Off of turn 2. Steelman is closer to Spencer than Dalton is to Steelman. Of course, a big announcement going into this race is the fact that Firestone will no longer be the official tire of the NSCA, thus opening the door for basically any tire manufacturer out there to run tires in this series starting next season. That's right, Tire Wars. Which, granted, is going to be a little hard to do in this game, but that's, another story for another time. As Crago has now run down to 97 of Riles. He's looking to potentially get the move on for 12th. As now Sami Kiro side by side with Chase Marks at 3 and 4 for the 16th position. Marks gets the run on the high side though, so Sami has to back out of it, loses all the ground to 41 actually. As now Mullen just about makes it 3 wide. Ravenhurst now trying to get around Alana Keshiel. Will clear going into turn 3. Alana Keshiel now loses another spot. And Paul Bledsoe, off screen, has worked his way up 2 spots back up to 34th. And where did he start again? He started all the way back in 34th. So he's breaking even right now. He just needs to work on getting up through the field. As he's still, even with being in 36th and Crago in, 13th? There's Crago as Riles is now down pit road. That's surprising. So Crago's now in 12th. And Riles in the 32 of Bledsoe's going to be in 33rd now. So that's 21 spots. That's still within the range that is needed, as now something Crago wants to avoid happening, being passed for the 13th spot, or no, 12th spot, my bad. McCord is going to try and fight on the inside, but Crago's got the run on the outside, as we have seen multiple times in this race. 97 Riles still on pit road. Riles now down and away, as here comes leaders to put him down a 3rd lap. And Riles pretty much rejoins the track right where he was at before he pitted, right in front of Crago and Porter. As Langton just gets a great run around Lamas that corner. And it looks like something might be slightly amiss on the 31, as everyone who's gone around Alana Keshiel has been able to pull away. Looks like Riles has gotten passed by Crago and Porter on track. So lap traffic is going to start coming into play here. Bledsoe still in 33rd. 71 of Mahari now losing a spot to the 6 of Hayner. Might be losing a spot to the 73 of McGuinn as well. Wigborn is in there as well, looking to pounce. Cousins looks to try and take third back away from the 9 of Dalton. And here we go, side by side now for the lead. Spencer's got the run. Now here comes Dalton trying to get up to the quarter panel of the 51. Slides out of the corner, can't quite get there. Steelman now trying to get back to the 25. Can't do that time by. All will lap traffic starting to play a key. Now here comes the 99 trying to get to the inside of the 24 for 9th. And now to the inside of the 3 for 8th. Mahari loses a spot to Quickborn. Now Gwynn trying to get side by side with Hayner and make the pass for 34th. Meanwhile, leaders have caught lap traffic. Spencer now trying to make the pass. Can't quite do it. Here comes Steelman now on the outside. They enter turn 1. Steelman couldn't quite make it stick now. Lap traffic side by side in front of the leaders. As Spencer's trying to clear Gorman going through 3 and 4. Can't quite get there. You have to wonder what was the strategy for Bryce Riles though. As leaders begin to work on Kaiser now for lap traffic. And now 3 wide as Dalton actually, well, Dalton's trying to make it 3 wide. Off the corner. Still trying to get to the inside of that 51. Stillman had a great run off turn 4 though. He's going to block Jesse. Still blocking Jesse. As Quickborn has gone a lap down. Next car to go a lap down will be the 71 Mahari. And Paul Bledsoe's up to 32nd, matching his car number. Steelman now trying to get side by side with Spencer. Ooh, almost gets him to the 25 there. Clears him in through 4, but here comes Spencer back on the outside. Steelman leads the lap though. Now side by side through turn 1 and 2. Dalton now going to try and follow Steelman down into turn number 3. Steelman almost, I think he moved the 71 out of his way there actually. Steelman now decisively the leader. Dalton now side by side with Spencer, or at least they were. Spencer gets the run off the corner and will fall back into 2nd place. As 5th on back has yet to navigate lap traffic. Cousins having a harder time getting through traffic. As the rest of the field, Steelman now puts Hayner a lap down. Next car will be Nguyen in the 73. Something might be amiss in that 97 car. He is dropping like a rock now. Probably just trying to limp it home. He's already in the chase. He just wants to pick up a few extra points. Craigo and McWhorter have lost touch with the front area of the field. trying the outside to get around lap traffic. It's not going to work though. Here comes Carpenter to the inside. As the 14 to Gorman's going to try and pass Kaiser at the same time that the 88 is going to pass the 2. That ain't going to work as well as he might hope. Meanwhile, back up front, Steelman's lapped Nguyen and is going to try and lap Kikita. Meanwhile, Spencer right on the back bumper at the 51. Dalton still a lap car behind. Say lap car behind because there's a lap car behind Spencer. Anyways, Dalton now trying to rectify that as Steelman puts Kikita a lap down, and Austin Spencer's going to try and follow through. Yeah, these guys have already passed Riles again, so something has to be amiss on that 97. So they're about 3 and 4 wide, all right up here. Meanwhile, Steelman now looking to put Paul Bledsoe a lap down. Bledsoe trying to fight though, trying to stay on a lead lap as one of his only hopes of maintaining the chase position. Heading into the chase. Bledsoe not able to hang on though, he'll go a lap down. Dalton now trying to get to Spencer for second. He wants to go for his second win as well. Steelman trying to go for his first. Well, the good news about lap traffic is the fact that it's allowed Crago and McWhorter to catch back up to the rest of the field. Corbett's also fallen outside the top 10 at some point in this going here. This top 4 have definitely decidedly separated themselves from the rest of the field. Ooh, and it looks like Merzlag is up to 5th now with Carpenter still in 6th. Lionheart right on the tail end of the 88 in 7th. Vaughn all the way back to 8th. 24 in 9th and 92 in 10th. Of course, Lionheart now going to try and pass the 88. It's cleared him through 3 and 4 now. Down the front straightaway though, Carpenter is still side by side with the 3. Lionheart, of course, takes the spot at the line, but through 1 and 2. It's still undecided. And Lionheart's going to take the spot as now it is going to be Ryan Vaughn. And try and get side by side with the 88. Carpenter blocks though. Spencer is now cleared of Bledsoe. There's quite a gap still to more lap traffic for the 2 leaders. Dalton now losing more and more ground each and every second. He is still behind 32 of Bledsoe. Merzlag trying to catch up to the leaders and trying to find a way around as much lap traffic as possible. Lionheart's looking for another good run. Hasn't been able to put together any wins this season. But he's still looking for a strong showing today. Showing he has the capability. He just hasn't had the luck. Crago now begins working on the lapped car of Gorman. nearing the midway point in this race. As the 97 Riles is indeed 4 laps down now, in danger of going a 5th lap down here relatively soon. Dalton now trying to get side by side with Paul Bledsoe still, as he's now 2.5 seconds back behind Stillman. It might be 2.5 seconds back behind Spencer at the end of this lap. I want to ask how everyone is doing, but it's like no one watching the stream. Is there? Oh, 2 people watching, if you include myself. Alright. Here we go, trying to get to the back bumper of Kiro now for that 11th spot. As Corbett at some point in time earlier in this race has gotten back around the 92. Back up front, Riles goes a 5th lap down and Stillman's caught more lap traffic. And we just crossed the halfway point. I need to charge my phone. I'm going to go ahead and just do that. Alright then. Stillman having a hard time trying to get around Eckroth now. That's going to allow Spencer to catch back up. Spencer trying to get to the back bumper of the 51, take back the lead after losing it earlier in this race. Bledsoe and Cousins both get around Riles. Stillman still isn't quite clear of Eckroth, and won't be clear because Eckroth got the run on the high side. This is definitely going to allow Dalton to catch up. Not as quickly as I thought, but he's catching. Cousins still trying to find a way around the 32 of Bledsoe. There's a heap of traffic right here. That's mixed of what's the word I'm looking for? Lapped and lead lap traffic. There we go. And Riles is gonna hold a whole bunch of them up. Oh my god. I'm yawning. That should be happening. 3 wide through turn 3. Ooh, Riles gets bumped out of the groove there by Hayner. As pit stops are happening, 91 is in, 13 is in. Anybody else coming down this time? The leaders are. Dalton's going to stay out and lead a lap. Bledsoe's going to stay out. Cousins is in. 2 is in. Almost hits the wall, actually. Marks will come in pit and hit the wall. That's going to cause a caution. In fact, Keshiel is going to... Yeah, caution is out because of that. Well, now that was just plain stupid by Marks. as those that were on pit road already getting service. Gonna be down and away. Steelman will win the race off of that pit road, or win that race off of pit road, unless they were trapped like a lap down or something. There's Mark sitting in his stall there. If I can get to him there, and he's gonna retire for stupidity. Well, it says accident, but you know, as Steelman, where the fuck is the 51 think he's going? So a whole bunch of cars come down pit road, further back in the field. Says Mark Boston is 2 laps down now. Alright, so this is certainly interesting now. Because now those who were leading are pretty much a lap down now. So, and with Jesse staying out, that's going to trap several people a lap down. Alright, this is certainly going to be interesting. Oop, and as the green flag comes out, we were going to pause and do something about the chase situation here. Bledsoe is in 30th, Crago is in 22nd, somehow. Probably because people didn't pit. So that's not good for Crago. Spencer, meanwhile, is in 25th, ahead of Bledsoe. So that's still good for Spencer, at least. So, do these guys all need to pit? Whoever was the first car to pit, I don't know, to be honest. Anyways, we'll find out as I need to push continue first. Alright, so, green flag is out as someone doesn't get going farther back in the back. That was Alex Miller in the 86. Caution's going to come out immediately.
1 to go. Caution. The fuck is the caution for? Spy wreck.
To avoid any issues, that's going to allow Spencer to get back on the... yeah, Spencer and Steelman. Several drivers to get back on the lead lap here. And they're going to have to avoid the 86 of Alex Miller. And the 73 of Nguyen fails miserably at that. And Dolan might be out of fuel as well. As is the 84. So, caution would come out anyway. So the 92 and 88 come down pit road, potentially for restart violations or something, I don't know. So we're going to have to find out about scoring here. So we have another caution immediately on the restart. We're going to have to look here. Alright, so Alex Miller restarted 5th and just did not get going at all on the start. We're gonna have to see how scoring is. They're scoring Stillman as the leader, with Corbett in second and Langton in third. Gonna see how this officially goes here. Alright, so as we are set to go racing here, ooh, Dalton lap down. Oh, Dalton is 2 laps down. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and get a little pause here as pace car dives off. So Dalton needs to win. He is 2 laps down. Bledsoe doesn't necessarily need to win, but he's a lap down in 35th. Boss needs to win. He's in 34th, a lap down. Kaiser needs to win. 32nd, a lap down. Zimmerman is in 10th on lead lap. There's one other driver. I keep on forgetting who it was. That was in a must-win situation as well. That isn't just Craigo there. Okay, so one car out of the race so far. Alright. Steelman, Corbett, Langton, Merzlak, Michaels with a surprising top 5. Into the restart zone for the 3rd time tonight. Green flag is back in the air as we start lap 91. And this time we have a clean restart. Stillman clears the lap traffic. Corbett, meanwhile, gets stuck behind. They're 3 wide through turns 3 and 4 as Michaels hits pit road. They're sliding all over the place. It's a fucking mess, I tell ya. Craigo's actually lost spots, I think. Ooh, Craigo almost gets some Riles there. Either Craigo's lost spots on the restart or I'm just hallucinating. Or no, he was actually 12th on the restart, so never mind, he hasn't lost spots. As Michaels now exits pit road fairly quickly. As, ooh, Leinhardt almost gets an Alamis there. They're still 3 wide. Very crazy restarts here. Stillman's got less than 60 laps for his first career win. Corbett set a record last season with 3 wins in a single season. That record was, of course, broken this season by Carpenter and tied with Ravenhurst. He's going to try and go for win number 4. Going into turn 3 now, trying to get past Kaiser for a shot at the win. Langton, meanwhile, trapped behind more lap traffic. Alright. Stillman, meanwhile, pulling out as big of a lead as he possibly can. Riles now successfully passed by the entire field without any wrecks. Craigo's now up to 10th. That's good for him. Bad for Bledsoe. You know Bledsoe's currently running 34th. That's 24 spots. Craigo just needs a little bit more, and he'll be in the chase with Bledsoe out. or he needs Bledsoe to fall back more spots. In fact, where is Bledsoe on track? I haven't seen him in a good long while. As Steelman just continues to check out as Kaiser continues to block Corbett. There's Bledsoe right there. The next car back behind him is supposed to be the 03 of Michaels, who is there. And the 36th position car is Alex Miller, who is right in front of Bledsoe. Okay. So Bledsoe basically can only fall back one position from where he currently stands, if assuming he's not involved in an accident or has to come down pit road or something. So Paul Bledsoe's in good standing right now. Austin Spencer's kind of in good standing. He's running 17th, which means it's up to Crago, who is in 10th, probably battling for 9th. Trying to get to Ravenhurst, who is in 9th, for a shot at the chase. It will be 50 to go at the line. Bledsoe and Langton battle side by side. Corbett still behind Kaiser. Of course, Corbett, I believe, is outside the top 25. I could be wrong about that. It might be right on the top 25. He's had 2 fourth-place finishes this season, and very horrible luck otherwise, as those 2 fourth-place finishes are his only top 10s. One of the worst average finishes, in contrast to Chase Carpenter. Still trying to get to the inside of that 83, or the outside exiting turn 4, whichever works. Still trying to get to the 51 to Steelman, who's just pulling away still. However, Riles might pose a little bit of an issue for Steelman if Steelman can't get around the 97 fast enough. Ooh, Steelman got held up by Riles just ever so slightly there. Riles might be running on just 7 cylinders though. Ooh, Crago's all the way up to 8th now. Crago's on a tear, trying. He knows he has a shot at the chase. He's going for it now. However, Crago needs to get up to 5th. Where's Crago in the spot? I honestly don't know. It's going to be close between Crago and Bledsoe. I just know that. Spencer is in 15th. So Spencer is pretty much locked in at the moment unless something happens to him within these last 40 some odd laps. Corbett still failing at getting around the 83 Kaiser. Crago up to... Oh no, Crago's lost a spot. He's fallen back to 9th now, as Lionheart has gotten back around him. Jennifer Legacy, the next lapped car that Steelman will have to deal with. Steelman, I think, has the lock on most laps led in this race already. Corbett might be banking on there being another caution. Lionheart's gone around the 81. Holy shit, Austin Spencer's on a tear. He's up to 10th now. He's right behind Crago now. Crago still trying to find a way around Tang to get back into 8th. Riles now is going to trap the 32 of Bledsoe, who's still 34th. Austin Spencer's going to make it 3 wide going into turn 1. Very aggressive move. Crago's now back to 10th. Stillman's definitely taking care of Legacy without any issues for him. Lionheart's also on the move. He's worked his way up to 7th. As Corbett's still trying to find a way around Kaiser, trying to take the opportunity now. Still can't quite get to the 83. As Steelman has caught the 04 of Ishtar. He's going to pass him easily. Crago has yet to find a way around Tang. Going to try and dive it down there. Going into turn 1. Almost gets into the 81. Side by side now for 9th. Down the back straightaway for the 125th time today. Spencer hasn't moved out of 8th quite yet. Tang's going to get the run on the high side. Exiting in the corner. It's pretty much a dead tie, wasn't it? Oh no, 1/1000th of a second between Crago and Tang. Crago's still trying to get the spot, but doesn't help that the 02 of Takeda is there. That's going to hold up Tang just a smidge. Or will it? Nope. Tang gets a great run out of the corner that time by. Ooh, Tang slides it in there. That's going to allow Crago to get the advantage exiting turn 2 and going into turn number 3 now. Ooh, Tang almost gets in the 0-2. Takeda Crago now in 9th. That was the camera button. I wanted the vehicular button, or driver button, whatever you want to call it, camera changing. Tang's trying to fight back on Crago though. It'll be 30 laps to go for Steelman at the line. Corbett having a lot of trouble trying to get around lap traffic at this facility. Crago now trying to run down Austin Spencer for 8th. Austin Spencer was on a tear. He went from 15th to 10th in just a handful of laps, and up to 8th in just another lap or two after that. very big group of cars here. As Lionheart's going to try to pass on the outside of Asami Kiro. Or is Asami Kiro trying to make the pass on the inside? Can't tell at this point. This looks like Jennifer Legacy might actually be holding this group up just a smidge. Sam is going to make the pass, though, by virtue of being on the inside basically this entire time. Lionheart's going to make it 3 wide with Legacy on the outside and Dalton in the middle. Now, even without lap traffic, it looks like Corbett is losing time to Steelman. Oh, yeah. However, Steelman's going to catch a huge group of cars before the end of this race. That might be Corbett's only saving grace. Drago now still trying to run down the 25 with Spencer. Bledsoe still locked in 34th at the moment. Of course, Spencer is in 10th, so 2 of the guys battling for the last 3 spots, all grouped right here. Or last 2 spots, not 3. 3 drivers battling for 2 spots. That's basically what it is. Let's see, where is Michaels? Michaels is... There's Bledsoe. There's Michaels. So Bledsoe has 4 cars between himself and the 03. Spencer now gonna maybe try and get to the inside of the 9. Can't quite do it off the corner. Maybe in turn 3 and 4. At the line, it will be 20 to go. 20 and a half laps to go for Steelman now. As they're 3 wide entering turn 1. And they're going to be almost 3 wide entering turn 3. Cousins trying to find a way back into the top 10. Trying to get around Tang. Crago trying to find a way into 8. Trying to get around Austin Spencer, who has not been able to work his way back up to the lead just quite yet. Sami Kira having issues trying to get around the lap car of Mark Boston. They're just about 3 wide, goddamn. As Steelman has caught lap traffic. Will that allow Corbett to catch him? Really depends on how quickly Steelman can get around the lap traffic. So now here comes Cousins trying to get to the inside of the 81 through turns 1 and 2. It'll be side by side down the back straightaway. Ooh, Spencer moves Dalton going into turn 3. Will Crago take advantage? Ooh, Crago runs high in 1 and 2. That's going to allow Tang to get right back up to his bumper. So we get closer and closer to the end of this event. And Corbett's slowly catching the 51. As Spencer has now gone around the 3 of Lionheart. For the 7th position. So Spencer easily going to be in the chase here. Crago now stuck on the outside of Dalton. Entering turn 3. Maybe he can get the run, put some lap cars between himself and Tang. And try and run down the 3 and 25. And eventually 29. As the 69 is on pit road. Oh, you know what? Pause so that way we don't miss any action. Oh, 69 blew an engine. And I can't fucking call a caution for that because I called a caution earlier because of the 86. Nice. Corbett has caught the 73. Steelman, meanwhile, still working lap traffic. Ravenhurst has gone around Cousins, as has Hunter Kiro. Crago's run down to 3 and 25. Less than 10 to go. In fact, it's 9 to go right now. Or no, it's now 8 to go for Steelman. Crago side by side with Lionheart through 3 and 4. Lionheart with the huge run though, because apparently that works at this track somehow. I have no idea. Seems like every time I do LP lines for a track, the outside lane gets the run on the high side exit turn 4, and I have no idea why. Anyways. Crago's going to have to try and regroup and try and pass the 25 and 3. That might be his only shot at getting into the chase. And he knows it. These guys are all coming to 5 to go. Or are all they? No, these guys are coming to 6 to go. Now it's 5 to go for the leader. So these guys are just over half a lap down. So Crago gets really loose there. He's trying to get onto the 3. He's got a really good exit corner. Really good exit corner? No, corner exit. Corbett's slowly catching the 51. And unfortunately, caution would end the race right now. Dolan on the back bumper of Crago. He's going to try and get to the inside of Crago despite being a lapped car and not. Fucking this pointless arguing. However, that will give Crago a slight advantage. He's now on the outside in 3 and 4, considering how good people have gotten runs. like so. Craigo now trying to get to the back bumper of the 3, trying to find a way around Lionheart. As Dalton moves Craigo up. Two to go for these guys right here. Paul Bledsoe's up the 30th. So at this point, Craigo basically needs to win the race, but considering it's now the white flag, as Ishtar's on pit road. There's Steelman. Off turn 4, Steelman's going to get career win number 1 at Westgate Speedpark. As the field cycles around, Ekrov retires due to an accident for some reason. Alright. That, ladies and gentlemen, was the final race. Alright, folks. You know what time it is. It's time to figure out who will be the 12 drivers going into the chase. Zenlangton will be taking the points. Well, actually, top 5 with the exception of Zenlangton and Chase Comforter swapping positions. There's no change in the top 5. I'm actually surprised at that. Austin Spencer and Paul Bledsoe make the chase. Craigo was just 1 spot away, either with Paul Bledsoe falling back 1 spot or Craigo moving up 1 spot from making the chase. But unfortunately that didn't happen, so Paul is in. And we'll be in 12th. So yeah, Merzlak, DeMax, and Bledsoe all will have to fight these first 4 races in order to get into the top 9. Because the top 9 will move on after 4th race, which if I pull up the schedule real quick, will be, of course, Rockingham. So after these 4 races right here, those 4 races, the last 3 drivers in the chase will be eliminated. So, it is what it is. Steelman also won. Wasn't anywhere near a position to join the chase. Should he have won? If you pay attention to the point standings that I post week in and week out. So yeah, it's Talladega next time around. That's gonna be interesting. Very interesting. And definitely quite a way to start the season. Anyways, I have a lot of work to do. But until then, thank you all so much for watching. And as always, I'll see you at the next race. So long, folks.